Let's just put the video on. So I think apart from weights, dumbbells, potentially we might use those, but apart from that, no, just your blocks. That is pretty much it. Oh, I've got someone waiting to come in and I haven't actually released it. Let's just check. Oh, I'll just let people in as they come. I can't get back to that. Get back to that now. Okay, brilliant. Hello. So yeah, just for those entering in now, but I don't think I'm going to use any props today. So you don't need your bands and all those sort of things and your balls, but you might use dumbbells, or because you can choose if you want to use dumbbells. Right, so I've got new leggings on today. I haven't bought new leggings for a long time, and they're cotton. They're sort of that cottons. They're not that polyestery kind of material that gets a bit hot. So yeah, got 2 pairs. So I'm happy. I've been shopping. Well, Saturday that was, I think. So take the feet out wide, and we're just going to take the knee across. You might want to do 2 bend, 2 pulses, and push your bottom behind you. Good, okay. Let's bring it in and bring the feet in. Pull your socks up if you need to. Okay, so we're just lifting the heel and we're just taking the elbow back. So I want to get a good stretch into your shoulders. And waking that body up. And then we're going to just bring that back down and opposite arm to legs. We're going to lift the knee. Actually take your weights. Good idea. I know it's quite soon into the warm up, but we can take the weights and you don't have to, obviously. So we're going to do opposite leg, opposite knee to the arm. So we're just going to bring that elbow forwards. Let's try and slow it down if you can get your balance. That's a little bit of abs as well, actually, already. And what you're going to do is, as you bring one forward, you could take the other one back a little bit like that. So then you're getting triceps working as well. And I'll tell you what we're going to do. Stay on one leg. You see what I mean? So, and then you can just, actually you can get balance a bit easier then. Two more. I think about it. I just make this up. Bring it back. And the other side. It's true. Whatever feels good, whatever feels right for the day. Of course, it's all moves we've done before. And again, this is engaging your abs as well. I think we've got 2 more. Ooh. Last one. Couldn't get my balance then. Okay, you can put the weights back down now. That was a bit much. Okay, so just bring these shoulders up. That's just a bit of mobilization. Then we're going to take the hands together and we're going to stretch into the fingers, and we're going to take it up, and we're going to take it around and forwards again into a stretch and up. Hold that stretch, pulling through the abdominals and around. Roll the shoulders a couple of times, and then we're going to go into taking just the head to one side. Relax the shoulders and bring it back into the middle and over to the other side. And bring it into the middle and take it over and have that little extra stretch down here. And release it, take it over to the other side. And release. Okay, roll again. Take the hands behind, squeezing into the palms. And then release that. And what we're going to do now is take so if you've got a wall, you can actually feel it. You can take, so it's like you can feel the vertebrae and you're pushing the shoulder blades towards the wall and towards each other. So you're going to get a real squeeze. And this is great for mobilisation, especially after looking at screens and being seated. And then just release off for a second. And what was the other one? Oh, the other one was take the arm up and squeeze up towards the ceiling and then draw it back in towards your spine. And then bring that elbow down, bring the arm down, change over to the other side, and the same thing. And bring that elbow down. Okay. So next thing, we're going to take the weights again. And this is going to be a bit of ab and hip work. So this is where we bring the knee. We're going to take it back, bring it in. So we're bringing those arms in, shoulders as well. Let's just slow it down and try and get your balance. It's quite hard actually to get the balance. Last one. Okay, just walk it out for a second. And then when you're ready, coming onto the other side, draw it in. See if I can get better balance on this side. So the torso, trying to keep that torso quite still. Last one. That's quite good, isn't it? It makes you start to increase the heart rate. Anyway, let's just roll the shoulders again. And then what we can do is just take one arm forward, the other one back. And this is with or without weights. Okay, last one. Bring those arms down. Take the weights to the side again. Right, I'm going to check. Oh yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the top of the mat, and we're going to do a bit like, it's going to be similar to what we have done before, where we've done the Pilates sort of push-up, but we're not going to do a push-up. We're going to go into a plank position and come back up. But what we're looking for is a hinge from the hips. But if you need to bend your knees, that's absolutely fine. But I'm looking for a stretch at the back of the leg, the hamstrings, and a hinge from the hips. So no rounding your backs. So you're going to push the bottom behind you, pull in through the abdominals. I'm bending my knees a bit because I don't have that flexibility. Coming to the plank, full plank. Just stay there for a couple of seconds. So you're pulling up through the abdominals, then bending the knees, pushing back. Keep pushing behind with your bottom and coming up. But you can do a little squeeze of the shoulders back. Then pushing behind with the bottom, bending the knees, reaching forwards, pulling up through the abdominals, and then pushing back. Really holding in through the abdominals just to protect that back. So you just do that in your own time. After this one, I'm just going to stand and watch and see how people are getting on. You keep going if you can. If I can see you, that is. Looking on my television. That's it. The main thing is really keep those abs engaged. This is going to be your last one now. And then once you're ready, that's it. Come up and then just take the feet from side to side. Just check you feel okay. Because sometimes you can feel a little bit dizzy. When I do deadlifts, I can feel quite dizzy afterwards. There's another one I want to do, but I think I'll leave it till Thursday night and we'll see how we get on, because I'll be in the room with you. Next thing we can do, this is more strength work really. So you've worked not just the abs, but you've come down into a plank and you're putting a lot of weight into the shoulders. So really good for the shoulder area. This one is it's a kind of a what they call a split squat. So you've got feet, one foot behind the other. So I've got my right foot in front and my left foot behind. So first we're just going to drop the left knee, back knee, just down a little bit and then bring it back up. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to go down, bend back. See, my knees hurting today because I was doing these yesterday. I'll tell you what, if you've got socks on, it might be worth taking them off just because they slip. And then you're just going to bend and then come back up again. So what we're looking forward for is a bend in the knee and up. And you can do whatever you like with your arms. And it depends on how low, see my knees won't do it today. I think it's because I was doing them last night, having a practice. Hello. You right, Jane? Oh, she's gone. Or maybe she's having problems. Oh, I know. Yeah, okay. Yeah, last night I could go quite low, but tonight I can't. Maybe not on this side. Let's just bring that back to a straighten and bring that back leg forwards. Let's try it on the other side. Oh my God, I'm just getting old. Right, taking that foot behind. And again, just knees not happy tonight. So really what I'm trying to do is bend that front. It's mainly the front knee that we're bending and just bringing the other knee sort of down slightly. This side's a little bit better. Again, this is really good strength work because we're putting it all the way into the glutes on that side. Last one. Now bring that leg forward and just walk it out. That's good, well done. Okay, so next, what are we doing next? Well, next we're going to do some twist, some work on the abdominals, the deep abdominals, and bringing in that navel towards the spine. So we're going to be quite strict on this because it's going to help reduce our bellies. So what we're going to do, we're going to take, as you take a breath in, you should let the tummy just, you know, inflate, exhale. As you exhale, you push the tummy out. So you're breathing in, and then as you breathe out, pulling that navel towards the spine, and you're just going to keep breathing, but hold that position. And then we're just going to just take the arms up and just take it from one side. So try and keep that pull in from the belly, and just in your own time, just taking it from side to side. And you can just have your arms however you want to. You could be in prayer position, you could just have the arms out in front, or you could just take the arms. And if you need to correct, you can take that breath and pull in again. I think after this one, we're going to just release it for a second. So we're going to do that again, but we're going to add an extra move. And it's quite a nice little extra because it will engage the abs a little bit more. So just get yourselves prepared. So what I'm going to do, I think my arms, I don't know what to do with my arms, so you hold them up too much, your shoulders start to ache. So anyway, take a breath in, breathing out, pulling in for that navel towards the spine. Then we're going to go to the side, keep the hips facing forwards. Then we're just going to do it forward slightly and come back up and come back in. To the other side, forwards. Don't round the spine. Sort of reach forwards in a way, so you can just feel the abdominals engaging a bit more. Let's just do one more on each side now. And then just relax and roll the shoulders. So we'll do that, then we'll do that one again at some point, well, probably Thursday. I think that's it for now, for those, for the standing. The only thing I do like to do this one where we just take the foot back a bit, and we'll just do that, do like a couple of pushes, and then push it down into your heel, and then a couple more, so that's just mobilising the toes, and then push down into that heel, stretching the calf muscles, gastrocnemius and the soleus in the calves. Don't never forget those ones. And then we'll change after this one. We'll change it over to the other side. Good. Okay, so take that leg back a little bit. So we've got that little mooch with the toes. And then stretch back. You can really feel that needs a stretch. We stayed, we went to Wales Friday to stay in a kind of a lodge. It's very expensive, but beautiful views. And it's got really small doors to everything, so you had to duck to go through, and I managed to slightly bang my head a couple of times. You know, it was just crazy. I could never have stayed there all week. I would have ended up with forward head posture because I was like crouched all the time. And stretch. Okay, bring that leg up. Yeah, you just don't really think about it, do you? But yeah, it was awful, and it cost so much money as well. But it's very lovely, very cute. But I couldn't cope with that. Righty ho. So let's take ourselves down to the floor. I'm going to put a bit of lighting on behind, and then I'll bring this down and the other down. That seems quite dark tonight. I'll put my socks back on. So I'd say we've got a mixture of work tonight. Abs and glutes. You can take your weights down if you want to. Oh, I forgot to throw the mat down. Let's do that. Okay, if you can see me. Oh, let's stay seated first. I haven't made any big plans for the bit down here. I've just been looking at some ideas. So we'll start with, let's lean back first. Let's just take the knees from side to side. Do your hips click? Do they go crack? When I go to the left. That's all right now. And then bring the knees back up. This time, not the knees, bring the arms up and then try it in that same exercise without the arms behind you. That does engage your abs. You could do a little twist actually as well. You could take it and then actually do what you like with your arms. And then bring them into the middle. Then we're going to just stay in a seated position. So first of all, let's just go into our rounded seat curve and just take it back slightly. And then all the way back up again. I'm just thinking about this. All the way back down, so we're not all the way back down, halfway down. Can you bring one knee in and go back? Could just do that 3 times. And then just draw the body up and stretch forwards. Okay, let's try that just with the other side. Just in your own time. Last one. And draw it back up and lean forwards. Just to stretch the lower back. Just thinking of anything else. We could just take the hands back behind you. You could use your blocks. This is just a little bit of tricep tricep work. Actually, we'll do a little bit of triceps in another way in a minute. But we're just keeping the bottom down. Push away. Last one. And then sit forwards. So this is something I tried last night, and it was for the triceps. So I'm just trying to see if I've got any hankies. Oh, it's not very good. So you're on your knees, and you're going to bring your arms, actually let me just go this way so I can see you. Arms are quite far forwards, they're not under your shoulders, they're further forward like that, but you're putting in through the abdominals, so you're not letting the back do that. And what you're going to do is literally just drop the elbows and then bring them back up again. So that's working is into your triceps. So you can do it in a plank position, but we're not even thinking about that at the moment. I did try it last night, but I couldn't do it. So can you feel the triceps, the backs of the arms working? And it's quite a nice one because it doesn't feel like it's putting too much pressure on your elbows or your shoulders. So let me just watch and have a quick look. And then just make sure the shoulders are not going, sorry, just make sure the elbows aren't going outwards. They're going to go directly in line with your hands and your wrists. You can really feel that. So I'm just having a little look again. That's it. So it's looking good, Tina and Amanda. Just having a look. It felt like I could just about see you in the picture. Yeah. And then Russell. Yeah. That's good. So take a quick rest. How does that feel? I mean, you can take the arm up and then just take it behind. So you stretch it up, then take the hand behind, and then you can just add a little bit of an extra stretch. Hi, Chester. And then stretch up and change over. And bring the arms down. So you have to let me know what you think of that one. I personally like it. I think it puts less pressure on the elbows, because I always find my elbows hurt. Yeah, we've done that. Oh yeah, there's this other one. Now, this is going to be interesting. We're going to come onto our elbows. Have a think about this. But we're staying on our knees, and then we're in a sort of a plank as such. And then we're just going to come onto the side and take the arm up. Then we're going to roll back into that side plank onto the other side. And back. And then if you want to make it a bit harder, you're going to slightly hover the hips off. Can you feel the difference? If you keep the hips on, you won't feel it so much, but that might be better. So just that little lift, you can feel your this side working. I'm going to have a quick look. We can try this one again on Thursday. And you can just do one more on each side. Let me know. We'll have a chat about it on Thursday and see what you think. It's nice to do it, you know, slowly as well. Excellent. And then just come down, because we've been using our shoulders a bit. Just bring the head down. And actually, let's do a point flex. Point, flex, and down. My quads are really tight, but that's when I went to Wales at the weekend and climbed Penny Fan, which is 8.5 miles. I think we did about 14,000 feet in total. And my quads are still feeling it, unless it's from last night's workout. That's good because you need the stretches. Okay. Ooh, okay. And then we'll just take the arms out to the side. So we're going to keep the elbows behind you. We're going to just lift the body onto the knees. So we're not going to do all the way back. We're just going to lift up and then just come down. Just reposition, lift the body, pulling through the abdominals. So it's a reverse push up. Just make sure you feel like you're in a good position before you get back up. So this is a lot harder, but it's really good strengthening exercise. Last one. This time you can come up into a shell stretch and take the feet out wide and just stretch back. And let's hit stretch over to the left. And then back into the middle and over to the right. And then just come up. It's irritated my nose. It's almost like there's like a sort of a hay fever thing, but I don't normally get it. Okay, so from now, I think we'll do some work on our backs. So that generally will be some ab work. And then we'll see what time we've got left, and we'll do some side work. So come down onto your back. And then feet just come in a little bit closer. Squeeze your bottom, and we're just going to lift. And just pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then just roll back down through the vertebrae and relax your bottom. And then we're going to go into our stretch and return. So keeping that neutral spine position. Okay, and then just bring it back to the middle. So what we're going to do next, we're going to bring the legs up into tabletop. So we're keeping that back imprinted. We're going to start with our toe taps, just arms out about by your side. Keeping that back imprinted, we're going to breathe out and in. Navel to spine. Bring the knees into your chest. legs come up, and then they just start to just sort of waggle around, keeping the back imprinted. So if you can go lower, but just keeping that back imprinted, or you can go across actually, that's quite nice. And then bring the knees back in. Now we're going back into tabletop. Again, keep that back imprinted. We're going to flex the feet, and we're going to take it down into our heel taps. Last one. Bring the knees in. And then this time back to tabletop. Arms are coming up. We're going to push away and come back in. And you can just work out how low the leg can go, depending on if you can keep the back there in that same position. Always breathing out as you stretch away. You can lift your head if you want to. Last one. Now just bring the knees in again. And then just bring the feet down to the floor. Then what we're going to do is we're going to lift one leg, and on this other leg we're just going to lift, so we're squeezing into the glutes and then just lift and lower, but not all the way down, halfway. So we're just targeting that one side. Keep the feet flat on the floor, foot flat on the floor. Hold it up. Now just coming down. Just stretch the legs away and flex the feet. It's quite nice just to get a bit of a stretch. And then bend the knees again, and this time change to the other side. When you're ready, squeeze up and back. So we're just squeezing into the glutes just to lift and lower you halfway. Okay, last one. Hold and release. Again, just stretch the legs away. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is hold the arms up, and we're just going to go into our dead bug. So sliding the legs along first. Then we're going to bring the knees up into a tabletop position and stretch. Last one on each side. Just hold one side, bring it back in, change to the other side, hold, bring it in, bring the knees in. Whew. Okay. I think we'll come up into seated position. I'm going to stretch around to our side. So just stretch the leg away, top leg away. Yeah, we'll keep the other one bent so we've got a bit of stability tonight. So we just want a nice circle, nice large circle without moving around with the hips too much. And let's change direction. I'm going to flex the foot. We're just going to take it forward slightly, take it back, lift and lower slightly, forwards. Kind of works the hamstring, stretches the hamstrings, doesn't it? After this one, we'll just bring that leg down. Just give yourselves a pat. And then I'm just going to get you to just go into a clown position. We're going to lift the feet as well. We're just going to open it and straighten, back to open and close. We'll just do one more. Take that leg forward. Give that a nice little pat. That's certainly woken them up, isn't it? Woken up glutes. So we'll just try the other side. Stretching that leg away, and we'll start with that nice slow and large circles, keeping everything, keep it all nice and stable around the hip area. And change direction. Okay, bring that leg down. So now we're going to flex the foot, bring it forwards, and then take it up. Last one. Give yourselves a pat. Then into lifted clam. We're going to open, straighten, open, close. Just a little lift under the waist. Last one. Come down, bring that forwards. When you get up in a minute, you're going to feel it. It's going to be nice though, it's going to be nice when you're going to think, oh yes, I've worked that quite nicely. And then just coming up seated, what we're going to do is we're just going to come back onto our elbows. I'll say back, we haven't even been on our elbows, but anyway, right leg over left. And just encourage the knee away from you. So I'm not asking you to lift it. I just want you to encourage the knee away. And just breathe through. Bring that knee forwards, straighten, bring it down. Change to the other side. This is always the less flexible side. And then bring it forwards, straighten, come up to seated. And just breathe. Okay, so squeeze the shoulders up and release them down nice and slowly, and then squeeze them up again and encourage them back down. Excellent. Okay, stretch my arms out, take a breath in and out, and in again and out. Wonderful. Well done, thank you. See you next week or Thursday. Bye.